I don't think I can handle penalties tonight. I can't handle penalties tonight.
2006, 20 years ago.
And since then, complete depression until last week.
We've been waiting for that for 22 years.
I remember exactly where I was for the last one of the worst days of my life.
I remember it like it was yesterday. Campbell scored a header, pretty sure.
Anything can happen, a red card, anything.
It's one game. Honestly, I'm going to struggle with penalties.
I reckon we get there and they put Saka on the 5th penalty.
I'd have a fucking heart attack.
That pressure is too much. Our team's too young. So my name's Ben Thatcher. I've been in Dubai for 5.5 years. I've been a Gooner as long as I can remember. I remember going to watch the Arsenal games with my dad. And luckily been season ticket holders.
My name's Michael Chandler. I'm 40 years old. I was born in Archway, a stone throw away from Emirates Stadium, and of course, at that time, from then onwards, I've been an Arsenal fan.
I've been an Arsenal fan. I can't remember the exact year, but I wasn't really into football. And I remember watching Ian Wright score a goal, and he did the bogle. So whatever year that was in, that was the moment, and I saw that. And my dad, who's a Liverpool fan, was very disappointed because that just got me. And then from that day forward, I was an Arsenal fan. I want to say it was 94, something like that.
If I'm really honest, there's one game which I knew would ruin the rest of my life. My dad's a United supporter. My uncle is an Arsenal fan. So I remember going to his house, because he had Sky, to watch Arsenal Man United early in the season. I think it was like October. And it was the famous Henry flick on the edge of the box. Past Dennis Owen, over in the top corner over Barthez. And that, for me, was... I can remember sitting in the leather chair with like slightly rubbed out arms and sitting there thinking, there's never going to be a better footballing moment than this as a kid. And I still remember that feeling as an adult. So
that celebration.
That whole time for me was, and that was it. That's when I knew the beginning of the rest of my life would start.
My name is Nabeel Fahmi, and I've been in Dubai for 2.5 years. I've been an Arsenal supporter since I met him, which was around 8 years ago. So yeah, it started with him, but now I'm a real Arsenal supporter, I would say. But still a newbie, but I really love them. So yeah.
Amazing, but just to follow up before we get to your part, when were you really an Arsenal fan? Like truly,
yeah. I would say maybe when we got married, because that's when I started watching, which is 5 years ago now. So around 2021.
Congratulations on the 5-year thing.
Thank you.
That's wonderful.
So my name is Hassan. I've been in Dubai also for 2.5 years. And I started following Arsenal, I think, after the glory years. So 2007, 2008. And since then, complete depression until last week. Thank God.
My name is Alex, fan of Arsenal since 2000, so 26 years.
My name is Giovanni Letford. I am a Gooner all my life, 36 years, and I've been in Dubai 5 years.
My name Alex too. Fan since '94. So I look young, but I'm actually old, you know.
What is the one word to describe your manager, Mikel Arteta?
If you asked me this question 7 years ago, I would have said PE teacher.
Attentive to detail.
Prepared.
Patience.
I wasn't convinced when we appointed him, like, of the board's ambition.
I'd say at home.
Really close relationship with the players as well.
Passionate, very passionate. Very passionate.
Now I would say
Visionary.
it's 2 words. Top G.
My name's Solomon. I've been in Dubai for 4 years now, and I've been an Arsenal fan. Oh, good question. A long time. I'm thinking I've seen pictures of me when I was little in all the different kits. So I'm probably saying since about 2000 now. So a good 20, 25 years.
Well, it's the right time to be an Arsenal fan, I
Yeah,
would say.
man. Yeah.
The Chelsea fans actually said you didn't deserve the Premier League title. It was on a podcast on our channel.
Yeah.
They said to an Arsenal fan, right in front of his face, you're undeserving. How would you react to that? What's your reply?
I'll tell them to remember life before Abramovich.
Silence is the best message for that fucking nonsense.
Chelsea won it the same way we did with Mourinho. Defense, 1-0 wins, best defense in the league. So
Mourinho arrived, and he changed the game a bit in the Premier League. He had a lot of money, a lot of possibility to buy new players, and we were in the process of building the stadium. We had to be very careful with our players, so there was a shift. And now I think the shift it's reversed. And on top of it, when you look at Chelsea, there is no forecast of something going better next season. It's a total mess. The new coach just arrived and everybody's saying, why is he going there?
I'm just saying, look, like, once you get a proper manager and you get a proper system, then come and chat to us, okay? But once you're on our level, then we can have that conversation. But for now, you're years away from us. Years.
What I would say back is it just makes it sweeter. You see my friends who support rival teams and have come to me and they've gone, fair play, congratulations, enjoy it, we'll see you next season. I don't really have a lot to say back to that. You see the fans that have been bickering, Arsenal got 13 decisions from VAR. You didn't deserve it. Set piece FC, it makes it even better. I genuinely don't have anything to say. Whether you deserve it, whether we don't deserve it or not. Premier League titles at Colney.
We spent money, we won. You spent money, you've done fuck all.
I think this is because we were so insufferable 22 years ago when we won the league unbeaten. It's just embedded in everyone's minds. No, I think the real answer to this question as a whole, which isn't talked about enough, is we were a mess. We've been a mess for a long time. We haven't had the financial backing to get ourselves out of this mess quicker than some other clubs have been. So we've had to do it the hard way. We've had to dig our own holes and refill them and fix our own houses. This has been a DIY project. We even brought in a manager that's never had a job before.
They were obviously the most consistent team, and the numbers show it. Doesn't matter if it was set pieces or whatever it was that got us there, but we did it, and we were the best team.
When you look at that, look at all the banter we've sustained, and then all of a sudden we're challenging, and we're doing things right, all of a sudden the things to point at you become less a critique on you and more a critique on their own mess of football clubs. So I look at Chelsea Football Club, who have spent nearly 2 billion total, amortised by the way, I think I'll nicely add, that look further away from a title in, 9 years has it almost been?
Yeah.
The year after Leicester, than they ever have been before. They changed ownership, changed tactic, changed buying strategy, and still got nowhere near it, and aren't even in Europe next season. And then you look at what we've done at Arsenal, it's almost impossible to look at a success that has no other thing to point at and look at it and say, well, why have we not done the exact same thing? All they've done is gone back to basics, build a culture where there previously was one lost, and build a squad that is together and keep them together and make them believe that they can win it. That's what we basically have, and add that in with everything else.
There's two things I would add to that. I think, firstly, everyone knows an Arsenal fan, which is why you don't want Arsenal to win the league. Everyone knows an Arsenal fan. Yeah. Does everyone know a Chelsea fan? Does everyone know a City fan? Arsenal, in terms of culture and how big the fan base is, especially across London, which is obviously the capital of the country. I think it's to go 22 years of having stuff to throw at that fan base and then to have that ripped away from you, that's a lot of reason why people don't want Arsenal to win. The other thing I would say is probably a lot of Premier League rules, actual rules set in stone that say Chelsea and City didn't deserve to win their league. So we'll leave it at that.
We've come so close in Europe for years. Olympiacos in 2000.
Champions League for us is special. We've never done it. And if we do it today, it's an unbeaten season in the Champions League. So
never listening to Champions of Europe. You'll never hear that. Never sing that. No, fuck up.
I'm super relaxed to watch this game because you arrive in a situation, you just won the league. Players remove that weight on their shoulders. Okay, now we can just, if we win, great. If we lose, it's never good to lose a final, but they can play freely,
Today, hopefully after 20 years of going back to the final, Champions League against PSG, Gabriel header, 90th minute, 1-0 win. Everyone deserves it.
The West Ham fans, we asked them what are their thoughts on if Arsenal would win the Champions League. What would they say? They were congratulatory because you're a London club, you're an English club, and they want you to win it over PSG. Yeah. Now, they got relegated. What's your message to the West Ham fans?
No, I actually feel for West Ham. So I used to go to their games. I actually had a season ticket at West Ham. So basically, I grew up in East London, and when I was a kid, they used to do this thing like kids for a quid. So it's basically £1 and kids could go watch the games. And then when they moved to Stratford, because I lived near there, like people that were local got offered season tickets for like 150 quid for the year, £150. So I had a season ticket for the first 2 years that they were at London Stadium. So I've always had a soft spot for them. And, I'm gutted to see that they went down. I wanted Spurs to go down.
They had one job, relegate the Yids. They didn't do it. So good luck against Millwall, but don't come back.
I was born and raised in East London, Whitcross Hospital. I've got a lot of love for the West Ham fans that I grew up around, mainly because of the love of tradition that they brought through. The West Ham fans I grew up with always used to say that they won the World Cup in 1966 because so many of their first team players were in it. But their love for their club has carried through even on the downtimes, even when they were in the Championship and when they've had terrible issues with ownership, as has already been mentioned. And I think the important thing around a lot of football as a whole is we will probably not be here in 60 years 70 years' time, right? But our football clubs still will. We hope they will.
In my heart of hearts, I'm an East London boy, and it hates to see where West Ham have ended up. They are a big club. They're a Premier League club, and they should be in the Premier League. I think there are a lot of problems that don't get resolved without a resolution with their ownership. When you're talking about Arsenal and how divided we've been, I think that West Ham fan base is huge, and it needs someone to bring them all together and moving in the same direction. I hope they come back at the first chance. Nothing is guaranteed in that league, though. Championship is a very horrible place, and it's a very tough league, very unpredictable league. I do hope that they bounce back up, but also to the West Ham fans who gave me stick. I'll leave it at that.
It's good for you being patient for all those years, being so loyal and committed, and having that belief in the team. I think it's now finally paid off, and no one can really say they were as patient as the Arsenal, and they've seen so many ups and downs, but now it's really paid off, and you get to celebrate and enjoy it. So enjoy it while it lasts, hopefully for a long time.
It lasts for a long time, hopefully. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Keep on believing. It's our time. We waited for this opportunity. Stick in there and let the football do the talking.
Boys, thank you. We've been coming. We came to this Arsenal Supporters Club in Dubai. We met here as friends. We became friends as a result of this club. We used to come here, both of us, when it was empty. There was how many people? Like 10 maximum?
15 people.
We met here as a result of that. Now to this game, there's 900 people coming to watch it here in Dubai. This season's been up and downs, obviously, but we got to where we need to be. Whatever happens tonight, thank you.
I think from where we've been, I've been here for the last 5 years. I've been there at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon against Red Star Belgrade, and there was 15 of us there. I took my dad here, lifelong Gooner, and he was like, this is where you watch the football, and there was no one here. But look at it now. 3 years on, 1,300 people, 3 sold-out venues. Arsenal was here for everyone, through and through. Oh, come on, you guys.
Come on, Arsenal. Come on, boys.